Hello, welcome back to Otter Pop Culture. Today we're going over the second album of the electronic duo called Cosmo's Midnight and their album called Yesteryear. So I have been a fan of them for since the last album. Yeah, since the last album when when in 2018 when What Comes Next came out. I got into it, I listened to it, and I really liked it. I love History. That was one of my favorite songs on it. So and I love their singles, so I've been ready for a new album since It's Love came out, which was a single with featuring Matthew Young. So in this album, I'm gonna try a different experiment where I give you my favorite songs, and then I'll kind of go into like some like honorable mentions and kind of go through that. If it works, it works. If not, then you'll see me go back to what I usually do. But let's try it out. So I do like this album. I really do. I think it's really nice. I think the production's really great. I love the chill. I love it when it's chill. It's nice and it's really chill. If it's more up tempo, it's great up tempo. And I love the fact that they use different instruments and almost different in almost each one. And I feel like even when one song when one song sounds one song sounds similar, it may sound similar. For example, I feel like Time Wasted and Idaho has a bit of a similar direction, but it doesn't sound the same. It doesn't. Like, it feels like, if anything, it flows right with each other. So I'm gonna go through some of the highlights. So the songs I definitely like. First off is It's Love featuring Matthew Young. It was one of the singles that came out for this album, and I really love it. The bass line pulled me in officially, because it was like, it started off with a very low and then Matthew comes in singing, and then the bass comes in with the dum 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 dum, and I love that. I think that's so cool. I think it's so nice. And then another one I like is Have It All, featuring Age.Sex.Location. So this one's really nice. And which is funny is that the idea of it is that technically the song is pretty one-dimensional when it comes to production. It kind of goes through it just like It's Love, but I don't know how they do it, but it's just like, it sounds so good. I love the energy of it. I love Age.Sex Location. I love that. I love their sound. I love their it sounds like I don't know the group being. I don't know. It sounds like a good like 80s disc or 80s kind of like funk mixed with 70s disco-esque in a way. I can't even describe it. I just really like it. It's super catchy. The chorus gets stuck in my head over and over again every time I listen to it. Going into the next one I really like is Ice featuring Stevan. So this one is really nice, and it completely threw me off, because at first it goes through and you're like, okay, this is really good, this is good, this is good, this is great, this is great, this is great, and then it just like hones in on itself and it just explodes with more production, and it kills me. I love it. I love it. Down for You featuring Ruel. Love Ruel. I think he's amazing, and this song's really nice. I feel like it's so chill, and it sounds like, and you can definitely relate to the topic of it. This song is pretty much about the idea that you went to a place for someone, a party for someone, and now you want to leave. You're kind of over it. You're just like, ugh, I never even wanted to come here in the first place, but I did because you wanted to, you know? And I feel like that kind of idea, and then the longer that they stay, even though they're supposed to only stop by, but apparently they've been staying longer to the point of 2:00 a.m., that's just very disrespectful. Like, he's like, but I still want to stay, and when I see your smile, I get excited, so I think it's okay. But honestly, she's being disrespectful. Like, you can't just say, look, we're gonna just stop by, and then you stay till 2:00 in the morning. Like, that's a lot. Like, and not to mention, they're not even going anywhere at 2:00. He's just pointing out it is 2:00. And he's getting very upset about it. He's like, I'm about to break something. And I was like, probably should just leave. Like, we have Uber. Like, you go home, she stays, she parties all night, she'll meet you up later. You know, like, I feel like we should, it's always been my thing is, like, I always believe in individuality sometimes, like, in a relationship, because I always feel like because I see, like, people just like, oh, I don't want to go to this party, but this person does, so I'll go because they are. Or this person wants to stay longer at this place, I don't. So, like, the other person that wants to stay has to leave, or the other person that wants to leave has to stay. And I feel like it's like we have technology now. Like, you don't have to stay, you know. So there's that. And then C.U.D.I, Can You Dig It? I really love it. I actually didn't really care for it at the beginning of it because I thought it was repetitive when I first heard it as a single. But then I heard it when I hear it in the order of an album, sometimes it works better. And I definitely do. It definitely works so much better with this. Coming after Idaho, it brings back the energy back up. And I think it's so cool. And it's pretty much my favorite songs of the album. Now, I do notice that this album is talking about relationships in a weird way. I feel like it's talking about, like, it's going back and forth between a lot of love and a lot of insecurity and also a lot of inconvenience in the relationship as well. Like, Down For You is inconvenient. A Million Times is inconvenient because it's, by the way, great falsetto was perfection. It's just because this one's talking about how he's like, this one, Ice and A Million Times is the same, those have talked about the same thing. I feel like A Million Times goes further into it, and it's just like, I want to be official, but you don't. You want to just mess around with me, but I want to go take it further, but we just don't, you know? But he can't get enough either way. And then it goes into, you have It All, and was it Have It All, Can You Dig It, and what was the other one? Have It All, Can You Dig It, and yeah, that's pretty much, I think that's the only positive songs. And the other ones have, like, slight issues with each other. Like, Love is about how she's calling him flaky, and he's like, whatever, it's just, love is just what this is, kind of thing. Yesteryear goes into the idea of shaking off the idea that they broke up, so he's trying to shake it off, but he still thinks about her. And it kind of goes into that, like, I'm trying to move on, but I can't. I'm trying to move on, but I can't. I'm trying to not think about you, but I do, kind of thing. To the point where it gets kind of cringy at the very, very end, where we talked about the last song, which is We Could Last Forever, where it says, I've been waiting all night for my chance to see you. And definitely sounds a little stalkish, but we'll run with it. And then it goes, but the part he says before that, well, the verse says, all your friends say you need space. All your friends tell me I need to stay away. Sounds like you need to stay away and give this person space. And it just bugs, it is completely just like, oh, okay. Like, I guess we're gonna have this type of, like, I guess this is cool, but once again, they're talking about a lot of pieces that are not really they're a bit frowned upon, but it's also authentic because they're just talking about your feelings. But yeah, but that was a bit of a cringy ending. All in all, I do like the album. I definitely think the album has great production, great sound and everything. I give it a 9 out of 10. Leave a comment below, tell me what you thought. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, let me know what was your favorite songs if you want to list those too. If you have more fun facts, because I noticed that some people are more fans of some of my groups that I review, and so they'll leave, like, kind of fun facts, and I love that. I love learning about more stuff. So please leave it down if you have some side notes that I missed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and I'll see you all in the next video.